Yeah, that bullfrog spirit, but it's another spirit on it. That sex spirit and that drug spirit. He's a drunk and a junkie. Okay, allegedly in the spirit. That's what I'm saying. He can't sleep. You know, he really can't eat and function with his life. He depressed all the goddamn time. I see it. It's a spirit on him that driving him down like that. And that lady that he married to, damn, because my ears just started ringing real loud. That lady helping to take him down. She wanted his handler, but this man that she deal with, supposed to be, I don't know if he's supposed to be his manager or something like that. They got separate contract on him and a bulldogger that she messed with. Someone, I just seen a clown spirit. Either one of them dress up like a clown or it's a clown role they playing down my whole right ear. I can't hardly hear out of it because it's ringing real loud and real goddamn bad. Am I right? Goddamn ear. I just seen it. It's several entities around him. It's a clown spirit. Just like kind of look like Ronald McDonald a little bit, but it also looked like John Wayne Gacy, that pedophile that was dressed up like a clown and fucking them young ass boys, good looking young boys, and then bury them up in the goddamn attic or get that lime and mix it up and bury them in the goddamn wall. Thank you, baby, for putting my cash up in that. That I don't know. I'm getting that spirit around him. Someone he got an insurance with her around him, or that clown hopping around him and fuck him in the ass. Goddamn. You know what? Please, not Bobby Brown. Goddamn it. I hope Bobby Brown ain't switch hit and got no sugar in one of their pocket or one of his goddamn tank. Cause I just seen this gay clown round him. It's goddamn it white. And getting back to these black men is so sad because a lot of them ain't gonna write home. Like I said, ain't gonna come home because they know some of them might have a mama, you know, or a grandmama, some that can see in the spirit and see that real goddamn sissified shit on them. See, and they don't, you know, want to lose faith for their grandmama and their mama and shit. You know how them goddamn black grandmamas is, goddamn. They can always clock your damn teeth. They don't want that because they know the whole family is going to lose respect on them, especially when they ain't seen them in no movie later. They're gonna be like, how you got that nice car, how you still keep yourself up, and how you have nice clothes and shit coming down here. And then they might get to looking at them and might see that junky shit on them because they done fell off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or throw it off. Because a lot of them take psychiatric medicine. They shoot up that goddamn heroin. They is, you know, snow that boy, but they also shown that pink boy. And what I seen on the news, they got a new grade of it, and they'll say it's pink cocaine, but it doesn't even have any cocaine in it. They're just calling it that, and it's killing people and giving them like this extraordinary high. It's just, man, it's so sad to see all these black men. They go to this house out there, and it's a lot of houses. They are in Atlanta, and they also in LA, where these casting agents, these managers, these producers that could really, you know, I'm talking about powerful producers, powerful white men that can really get them in movies. They don't put them in there, but they send them over to this house and they use them for tricks, and they turn them out and get a lot of them black men on porn, because you make more money with gay porn than a woman make doing straight porn, or a man doing straight porn. So a lot of them is fluid. And that's, speaking of that, let me tell you what, y'all need to be careful who y'all be fucking with, especially if y'all in that industry or modeling or rapping or anybody in entertainment, because a lot of them don't wear condoms and they don't mean to, because when you're dealing with satanic sex, they want it to be, well, all in the family. So we're gonna all raise this energy up, and we ain't using no condom in certain part because we don't believe we're gonna get it if we raise the vibration up. But really, that's a trick. That's to open them up to give it to them. So it's like you fucking your mama, you fucking your son, mama fucking son, daddy fucking daughter, you fucking your cousin, you switching wives in there. Niggas switch hitting each other with each other husband and shit, and they have an understanding, because this is what we do. And these women are like Stepford wives and shit, and brainwash and MK Ultra and other lower levels of brainwashing. So they let this go on. But them spirits told me when I looked at Puffy Blood again, and then Craig Mack came in here like yesterday, the day before, he mad at Puffy, said he killed him, and looking real black and drawed up, said he can't rest, his spirit can't rest because he was real sick and had a disease. He might have had two diseases, goddamn it. One was a virus, and the other one was like a real bad skin disease, or fungus, or bacteria that attack the skin and eat it up. Because he got real black. And it was because I guess I don't know if he was going to the doctor. He must not have been and didn't want to go, and then he wasn't taking care of his own body and detoxing his own body. He was real sick, and this virus was on him, eating him up from the inside out. I see a clock on him, like on his left chest. So I'm wondering was Puffy having him and his ass? Was he having him sideways, goddamn bent over here? They say he tried to rape Big one time. He might have raped goddamn it Biggie. Lord have mercy. I don't even want to imagine no shit like that. As Biggie is and little as Puffy is, that he bent Big over. Man, he had to be on something. Cause just imagine that big as he is and little as goddamn it Puffy like spaghetti and meatball. That's like a goddamn it ox and a damn hyena up there fighting. Can you see that he fighting for Biggie to get in his ass and actually bent over? He had to be on dope. He was too goddamn it big, and this nigga too goddamn little. I know he ain't that goddamn it strong. Well, he gonna bend big ass goddamn it Biggie over and jam down and hit ass. You know, he must have had him on something where he ain't know no goddamn it better, and he ain't know where he was. They said he go down he forced himself on all the goddamn males in there. It was him. When that Craig Mack said he gonna get him, his baby mama definitely said she gonna get him, and she glad that this is coming out. It's boy, so much. It's so much. Trying to keep my mind together. When I seen him and seen that he had a virus in his system, to be honest with you, I see two viruses is in there. This actual experience took me all the way back to James Cleveland. Said his Puffy daddy was like that and doing shit like that. The mama knowed it, and the daddy was a thief and robbed people and steal they goddamn it money and sell dope and was prostituting and beating the brakes off women. Now, I don't know if you ever hit the mama, but I kind of sense it. They try to paint her as hard working, and Puffy said she had 3 jobs. Ain't no way that woman gonna have a lot of honor and integrity, work 3 jobs, and now she up here off the chain with you, wearing the white fingernails, and we know what that's code for. Fucking and sucking, and she's the madam over them and whooping tricks just like her motherfucking son and encouraging her son. The daddy had to be up with it. The mama was up with it back then, and she knew she was gonna hold on to Puffy, her son, because I really never hear her say nothing about his sister unless his sister don't want to be with this shit. And she was praising and petting and holding on to that son like she held on to the daddy, and the daddy would.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Dirty as hell and set motherfuckers up and robbed them and sell dope and got women on it and beat they damn ass and let somebody fucking do that shit to them at whole houses back then, and was goddamn it bisexual. See, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, and his mother taught him that goddamn shit. And when it showed me these viruses that Puffy got on him, see, Puffy gonna have to go to the doctor. They're gonna have to make sure he go to they have to do that by law. You know what I'm saying? To get him his medication. But Puffy is a goddamn junkie on several substances, and Puffy going through withdrawals right now, real bad. He really going through them because he can't get out and see that money and watch that money, because they trying to put up them houses, shift that real estate around and put up that money and hide it. But it's not going to do any good. They're going to break him, and then with these lawsuits and these settlements, and shot that lady in a goddamn it mile. I don't know where. I seen an interview of her. You can't really tell. I guess I didn't see it. I got to look harder. Shot that lady in the face and said Shine did it. See, it was some other ones that he shot like that and killed. And his sons, I'm going to get to this in a minute. His sons is just like him. He done made them commit murder because he said you really no real man till you kill. So he groomed his sons to be just like him. But when I'm seeing this virus going back to the gospel singer James Cleveland, it was also like in Chicago. He was moving around, busting boys in their butt everywhere they go. unless they dead or something, find out about it and they run them out that church or run them out of town. They do that everywhere they motherfucking go, which would tie into R. Kelly, because R. Kelly knew Jane Cleveland as a little boy, and he might have been in a church that Jane Cleveland was in. See, he was fondled not just by family member R. Kelly, but fondled also by some of them men's in them goddamn churches that like their chicken hawk. They like little goddamn boys. Now, they must be trying to explain to me that there are spirits from the Jane Cleveland era, gospel singers and producers that had been older men to groom Diddy and groom other men, and that they were screwing him. Because Diddy looks fluid to me. Like he's a top and a goddamn it bottom. He can go anyway, then fuck bitches too. And little boys. Now, see, this little boy, I told you, this white girl has been speaking to me for a few years now, these little Asian boys. It was disgusting, man. Somebody sent it to me, and I saw this cute little white girl with blonde hair, and she said that her parents were out on the street or something, which I know is a goddamn lie. It was Diddy, and I think one of his children and friends was around the little girl. They done coached and groomed that little girl and made her make up that false story. I could tell it was false. And Diddy watching her, yeah, you can have a black parent take care of you, make sure what you need. So I adopted her. This is my little girl. Now you don't see the, where's the goddamn it little girl? And you know what really bothered me? Like she's sexy. Like they've been talking to that little girl and fucking her and her little ass like she's sexy. And like they got this little bitch right here on a goddamn it dating line and prostituting her and her little bitty ass for these goddamn it pedophiles. You know why? She don't know nobody. I'm not saying she thinks she's safe, but they groom her, make her have sexy ways, probably take off her clothes and have her on video and on the dark web and selling her to niggas in the fucking entertainment industry. Because she's a beautiful little girl. And I forgot what she said her first name is. He said, "What's your name?" And then they tried to catch her because she said, my name is, okay, let's just say Mary, and I'm a Scorpio. I said, what the fuck that little girl just goddamn it said? What the fuck that little girl that said, like they got this bitch up for selling puss. They got that little girl selling her little bitty nickel worth of ass. She got about, how you used to get them nickel worth of cookies at the candy store, or you be in a project, go to the candy truck. How many cookies you want? Well, all I got is about goddamn it 10 cents or a quarter. Okay, so you can get a nickel worth of goddamn it vanilla wafers, and you can get another nickel worth of goddamn it ginger snap. She had about a nickel worth of ass. 2 cent worth of titty, just some little nub up there. And they get some, y'all can't say goddamn it shit. And I'm a Scorpio. He said, no. They tried to hurry up and cut the guy. Bitch, nigga, we done called it now, goddamn it. Don't nobody say that but a grown bitch. Goddamn, that be out here on the video or trying to goddamn it prostitute or kids. Hi, I'm Sandra and I'm a motherfucking Capricorn. Ain't no little girl ever said that's naturally said no shit like that. You done taught her that and you pimping that goddamn it baby. And you see here because no, see your first and your last name. Tell me, nigga, she just told us what a fucking name is. What you got her up there talking to grown ass men that like little cheering. Or that she said, hey, that's right. Because it made me think of the song came to me, Ave Maria. Listen to the words of Ave Maria. They sacrificed that little girl. Because she's a little goddess. She said, my name is Ava. And I said, this nigga fucking that girl. Ugh. Turn my stomach. She been missing. Lord have mercy. They got a under mind control. I think that's one of the little girls I was talking to when I told you it was a white girl talking to me under the house, goddamn at Star Island down there. And there was another one I seen on a goddamn Greyhound. But I said he is bringing these women in from these goddamn country town and Omaha and shit, Nebraska. They coming in on a bus or airplane, have somebody sneak them in, change their name, give them a fake ID and shit. I don't know if y'all remember following me the past 5 years. I said I seen him doing it, and the white girl was telling me and told me to tell everybody and tell me to help her. And one little white girl was down there in the tunnel. I said, well, she says 2 sides of the tunnel down here underneath the house in Star Island. Now they came out in the news and said this, they done found them. I think Homeland Security found some tunnel on their goddamn it how. And then the neighbors told me, well, we don't know how that going on. We ain't even know they were down. I said, yeah, because y'all over there sucking dick your goddamn self. So of course you gonna say that you don't know. Because you know he loves him some white men, goddamn it. I felt sorry for that fat ass white man up there, had that damn real juicy booty and that juicy fat ass stomach laying over there on that wooden bench outside. He's talking about, see, this how white boy do when they come to my house, when they come to a Diddy party. This how the white boy do. That man head face down, ass up. And I said, oh, I don't know if he gonna wake up because he feel these niggas ass raping him. I don't know. I mean, I guess he up with that shit because he over Diddy house. He over rich nigga house, goddammit. Bad boy. You saying you hang with him, goddammit. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna show you the film later or that's some shit you agreed to, because it was other white folks at the party. I don't know if you and your white friend, y'all were gonna fuck each other. But I already know the nigga been changed forever, because you know when a black dick go up in you, you ain't never the same, goddammit. I mean, if you let the black dick go up in you voluntarily, goddammit, dog, because like they were gonna go in him doggy style, goddammit. If they some black dick rape you in the ass, so goddamn, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be nothing. You when they put that soul pole on you, and the way he was grinning, showing him, and put it down with the head, his head was laid over to the side. He was laying on one ear and one side of his head, nigga gone. And it's in the daytime outside with his ass up. Had some, I said, oh, I guess after this white man gonna be eating some goddamn collard green with hot sauce on them, cornbread, goddamn fried chicken, and call himself Ronquisha or Shaniqua after tonight, because these niggas finna tear that asshole loosen. You understand me? You could tell because Puffy was grinning. He was grinning too goddamn it hard and had the camera and then zoomed it backwards on that man asshole, like in the middle of his goddamn it pants. I said, they ain't gonna be white when he finished. I said, oh my Lord. And then he had that other white man, a slim white man, remember a long time ago, the same way they had little baby at a white party, and he was behind that man, gripping that man from the back, just sticking his dick and just stuffing his dick on that man's ass. You seen that shit? I mean, he didn't even try to explain the shit. It was all on the goddamn magazine. You see how he was behind that white man with that black hair? But he was slim, just jamming his dick all up in that man, just grinding on that man up there. Y'all remember that shit? I said, God damn, this nigga just wild. I think it was in the Hamptons, or to say he be down having set party up in the Hamptons. I mean, just partying like a rock star in people a-hole, just tearing and loosening. I don't see this here, but them babies, that's what really got to me, that virus. Let me get back on that now. You're going to see this coming up now. Y'all, if y'all fucking people in the entertainment industry and y'all dating them or prostituting with them and shit, I hope y'all use y'all goddamn protection, because these people, it's a strain. And I have been telling y'all this for the past 5 years now. It's going to come up. And I told y'all what my friend brother said that did that song with Light Skin Keisha. I told y'all what he said, and when this came up right here, and I seen this, I looked at his shirt. He said, "Didn't I tell you? Hey, that they doing this here already? They men's in the industry that's rappers and singers, especially if they cute little petite androgynous looking niggas. You know, like all these little rappers and Kevin Hart and Lil Baby. You know, they short with a clean shade. I told y'all to watch them niggas with a clean face, with a booty mouth like that, man. They ain't got no mustache around now. They ain't got no goatee. They ain't got no sideburn. It's just a clean ass face. And they be little men and short men. Usually they work like at City Hall and lawyers and shit, and you know, polices and working entertainment. When you see them and you see rappers and shit like that always had that clean face, it's a dick sucker on the low. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no real. See, when you see them, they skew, and not just that, like that George Michael look, or how them niggas be looking when they had that real pencil thin, goddamn it, mustache, and then like the goatee would be shaved off in the chin, like in the middle of the chin under the mouth, but then you go a little lower under the chin, it's a real thin ass connected dot ass line. And then they sideburn, be real goddamn it thin, and they come down, go round they jawbone and connect down to the little goatee part in the chin. That's a dick sucker, see. If it ain't no full dick sucker, it's a halfway dick sucker. You fuck bitches in one pocket and got sugar in the tank in the other goddamn it pocket. Now I'm saying a real nigga gon' and then don't let a piece, a goatee, a little bitty piece of hair up under their bottom lip, right there, to go to the middle of their damn chin, and the rest of it be off or have a real pencil thin ass connected dot, like a number 2 style pencil thin shape that running together, goddamn it. Now tell me is I'm lying, because I know that y'all have seen what the fuck I'm describing, goddamn it. Because see, one of my friends that was hanging out in the street and being around them sophisticated niggas, he told me that, he said, don't you ever fuck with or talk to a nigga where they have a, he said, they working at the city of Atlanta. You see them niggas that, you know, be dressed in them suits and shit, and they had it, and he took a hand out his face, had that old clean face ass nigga where they mouth, they get to talk look like a booty or a puss in the mouth. Don't fuck with them, man. Unless you use some goddamn protection. And then they had it, like I said, the connected dot ass goatee to your chin and go around your goddamn mouth. I guess, you know, when they, you know, on them niggas mushroom tip and they got their suit and shit on their lunch break, you know, before they go home to their wife or they other nigga, goddamn it, you know, they don't want none of that shit to get in their facial hair, drop down. So, you know, they keep it, they just shade where just clean. See, I don't, you know, that, but I don't like to talk to no man. His mouth look like an ass. You know, it just a two booty cheek clapping, opening and closing together. See, that tell me right there he got a dick sucker spirit on him. You can't talk to me. You can't get on. I don't even want you on the phone call. You know, that spirit will come to the phone and tell you who the fuck it is. Goddamn it, my bell connecting with you through the goddamn it main line. Jesus on that main line. Tell it what you. Don't let me go get my tambourine and have church. To get that sister spirit. You see what I'm saying? A booty mouth, a pussy mouth, while their hair, they done shaved it out around their mouth and their face. And some men, that's just, it turned my stomach, because some of them like us an ass mouth, just their mouth, it just do something to my spirit. Every man's not like that, but certain men I see, I know y'all done seen what I'm talking about, but certain niggas, when they shave all the hair out around their goddamn it mouth, it just do something. I don't want them, don't knock at my door, don't try to sell me nothing, don't ask me out for no cup. I don't want you too close to me, because when you're talking to me, Lord, and your mouth, like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? You thank you, goddamn it, Monty B. You just gave me a perfect example. Kurt Franklin, goddamn it. He got that spirit on him. That spirit on him, goddamn it. Yeah, a pretty mouth, like a potty mouth. Then he had that cherry lip gloss round it. Goddamn it, you know, and all the hair go. It's go watch it. You think I'm lying? See, if you got the spirit, LL Cool J, licking his mouth like that and running his hand across it. See, they said that, you know, that was through the grapevine. That's how he got in Hollywood, started doing the movie, because said that he had met with Quincy Jones. Remember, you know, Tupac met with Quincy Jones, didn't go too well because he was in love with Quincy Jones' daughter. And he said Quincy Jones asked him to bend him over and go up in his hind pocket, in the left pocket with the hind polyps in it. And Tupac said he didn't want to do that there, goddamn it. And a little after that, you know, he got set up, and we know, goddamn it, Puffy had something to do with it. So we know, you know, Quincy and Clive and all the goddamn old school gatekeeper that bust it wide open and tell them bring it back, hoeing y'all motherfucking ass out. Sucking. Okay. This virus. Men and women gonna get it, because these women just as nasty as these men. And these sex parties down here in Atlanta, these sex clubs and the entertainment industry, and them celebrity women. A lot of them can keep it down. See, Puffy can keep it down because he got a lot of money and he get his med private, delivered, like, you know, and them bitches around him, they get it. He take care, but see, he's going to be in there. That's the scary part to him, because it may come out in public. Why? Because from what I'm seeing in the spirit, some of these people are going to come forward and say they want to sue him and get damage and shit because they got shit while they was at his party, or they directly was with him. All they remember, they came, they're supposed to do a music video or work at the party or something, and then they drunk some water or something, bam, out like a light. They wake up every whole aching and hurting. They don't want to tell nobody, they too embarrassed. They definitely gonna go to the police and tell them that he got them it did it. And next thing you know, they start feeling a certain way, getting sick or something. They go to that, they got some. When before that, all their tests has been goddamn it coming up negative. They gonna see they already probably living with it, and some of them have contacted him, male and females. They have contacted him and told them they know that he is where they got it from. He ignores them and brush them off or threaten to kill them. Or some of these people come up missing, huh? They come up dead, or you don't see them no more. They buy them off, or look, take this and disappear, get this amount. They take the money and go on and keep their fucking mouth quiet. Well, see, now that doesn't apply. Now I could be wrong about what I'm saying, but I'm saying it anyway. They're gonna come forward and say that he made them sick, that they got something. Now that's not legal. Yeah, he can say all of them was adults and they did it their free will, but we know all them folks weren't adult because you've seen that little girl. See, you know who else was it? Lil Duval or Lil somebody? It was a little boy. The same way they had Tevin, as a little boy, like 8, 9, 10. They like to break them in like that and bust them open, have them bleeding and toe up and everything. Perfect mess with that little boy. And he was dogging that little boy out because that's a secret and very private, sacred ritual to do that to someone as a rite of passage when they real live. What his name is, the little boy that used to sing with him and had an album or something, and then he said his voice changed. So, but they knew he was going to go through puberty at that age. They could have given him something, or they could have given him medication or to help him prolong it or stretch it out and it not be as severe. And no, I'm talking about Puffy had a singer. They were about 11 years old when he worked it with him. Yeah, little Jerome. And they said they don't know what happened to the little boy, but he was out on a recording session or getting ready to do an album. Say he ran out the building butt naked, hollering and speaking in tongues. Now, where was his mother and father? Have you noticed that these little boys always be with these singers and rappers and big producer entertainers because they mama and them sell them to them? They make a deal and they prostitute them, thinking I'm gonna get my money forever. I'm gonna be taken care of for the rest of my life, to do this to pimp my little boy. And then they're like, oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. But why would the little boy that little know what that industry is like? And then a grown-ass man tell you got to give them the little boy and let them train them and all that shit. And then the little boy, 11 years old, pull his clothes off and running out there in the street butt naked, hollering. I said he was speaking like he's speaking in tongue, or a language they didn't recognize. So the boy was messed up. Said Puffy treated the little boy like shit and act like he didn't care. Was very cold to him and basically dropped him. When he started going through puberty, dropped him and sent him home. And said the little boy went through a lot of mental and emotional changes because he thought Puffy, he meant something to him and he cared about him, and said he did. And he was very, very cold. Never contacted him anymore because he doesn't understand. That's not your friend. That was never your friend. This is somebody that to get his money, he took this oath and sold his soul to the devil. And you have to bring new souls, and you're going to exploit these children and kill these children. A lot of these children came up, they told me they are missing. They're either dead, very, very damaged, or have grown up and they somewhere else. They're either hidden in the underground here or they're overseas. And he gives them to another organization where they are tricked out. They don't know who they are, and they keep them drugged, and they might use them as satanic breeders. And these are higher ups. So this same kind of behavior was going on with his father and that generation. And with them old gospel singers, the devil is showing me that one of the main ones that turned people like Kurt Franklin and all these other singers out, these gospel singers out, was them. Them gatekeepers are doing that, and that was going on in Hollywood. If you see these big mega preachers on TV, they done did something now. And they done sold their soul and very demonic. And what they do is keep that flock under a spell. Why they think they calling Jesus and they could really not know no better and be sincere. That preacher over them has already sold their souls to the devil. That was one that's extremely demonic and an already initiated high priest. Voodoo, Ifa, some of those they have already went to Africa, got their initiation, then they got priests over here. I've been around it. I know for a fact. I grew up in it, remember? Right here. That's why no matter how dirty they are, it's like you can never take them down until the cycle is up, until the time is up. Usually like 20, 30 years at a time. Cycle, the white ones you see on top or the ones that got old, like TD Jakes and all of them, they keep renewing it or they are the handlers for the young, like he will over Puffy. What was TD Jakes doing at them goddamn it sex party? What was he doing at a freak off? You wasn't in there saving no soul because when nobody trying to get saved, they trying to get fucked in that motherfucker. And they high as hell. So you had to be with that shit. They said that he must have been on that tune shit too because they said with power about him, he could take a, you know what, I don't even want to imagine what that looked like. I don't, that ain't never a fantasy I had to see what TD looked like naked, goddamn it. But hey, I guess they like him big. And then they said Rick Ross was in there. Fucking Puffy, but look at it, y'all. Y'all looking at these men, y'all want to suck their dick. A lot of people want to admire, they want to marry them, want to go with them because they got cheered by other people. Y'all know what? These men are gay. They, those women don't have the power and control that they have unless women are already in their families or they're so demonic. They are handlers and they are a part of it, just like what Maxwell Ghislaine was with Epstein. Look at the big mansions they have. You think they had that power for being lucky, like they say, and working hard and, oh, I was sleeping in my car and I just got a break. No, you got by 6 and 7 dicks jammed in your ass and you went to the parties down here and you took the oath and you sold your soul and you was willing to bring others in and now you have movie theaters and shit and and then Rick Ross bragging about he got the biggest mansion in the United States. I don't know if it's in Georgia. See, those come with souls. They don't live in them houses alone. They live there with demons. You are not going to have that once that system controls this earth while they control it, and you got to do negative shit and sell souls, and you got to play on the righteous and butcher the meat of the righteous. If that's the way you get it, this is what all these people have done, and you notice they're all males. Now they have the black, that would be the Prince Hall side. You got the black Masons that are the rappers and the singers and the gatekeepers, and they fuck each other and they have the wealth among them. They're not going to give it to you. If you are not in that bloodline, because see, some of these people, like Jay-Z and some of the other ones, are also connected to presidents and white people. We just don't know their bloodline. So they will honor them and let them in. Just like Puffy Daddy got some kind of Moorish bloodline, or he said he was never enslaved. We don't know who he's related to, what his daddy knows. He had to be a Mason as well. And we don't know what the mother is. I know I saw the mother is a high ranking. She's a high priestess. So we don't know what else she's done, but they down with the Baphomet. And every so-called black person, they don't consider themselves like you. They are black elitists. And they have royal blood, even if it's demonic royal blood. It is still royal blood to them because that's all they honor. And they're going to scout the earth to and fro, above the earth, underneath the earth, looking for a soul to test, like Satan did Job and God allowed. That's who runs us. Y'all looking up to these black men. And do y'all notice all these celebrities are quiet, so quiet you can hear a rat piss on cotton? These black singers, males and females, these black rappers, males and females, goddamn it, you see how quiet that day is? Now Puffy done goddamn it got locked up. A couple of like Boosie speaking out and Ice Cube talking about I can't believe they doing this to him. They talk okay. Yeah, all right. So this shit this man has done is not wrong to y'all. See, because they undercover with that shit or do that shit too. All of them are quiet. You see, ain't they not even publicly giving they support of Puffy. You know they ain't going to the goddamn jail. That don't seem weird to y'all? Because they in this shit. And they scared it's gonna come up about the medicine they take on the low, and motherfuckers they done got them and infected that people been extorting and blackmailing them. You know they was extorting and blackmailing Charlie Sheen because some women that had fucked at him, he was high and drunk, and they went and used the bathroom and seen his HIV medication and went and told some friends, and then they started extorting Charlie Sheen. So a few years ago, he got tired of it, and he just got on a talk show and announced that he was HIV positive. It didn't change anything. Because basically they knew it out there anyway. They still kept him working, and a lot of them are too. They're not going to really help you. It's just like Denzel said in Training Day. We're not gonna really help you and make no money with you and do nothing with you unless we got a little dirt on you. You're gonna have to be dirty with us because we could trust you, see? Because we know you got something to lose and you done did some dirty shit right along with us. So you see them white folks wasn't treating him bad, they knew it. And they didn't treat him bad and stop him from working after he announced it because they gave it to. Look, this is all of them got herpes, almost all of them, and a lot of them got HIV, and they taking that shit on the low. Even these athletes, all these football players, basketball players, they had a sex party. I've been knowing about the sex parties for like 20 years now, and how a lot of them they either go to the pharmacy or they have. No, they don't. They don't really go. I take that back because I talked to somebody that was in there. He made a lot of money. I don't know exactly everything that he had his hands in, but I was talking to him and he was like, I know for a fact because I've been inside the parties and I watch what goes on in there and I know the athletes. He said, and I know for a fact a lot of these athletes that you see, they have tricks. They have the prostitutes to come in to make their money at the party, or women that they meet. They have the agencies as well as the girls they meet and the cheerleaders or whatever, and women that come show up at the parties just to fuck the athletes, which you see the athletes doing what? Hanging with rappers, taking pictures with rappers. They all fuck the same people. They all do the same thing. He said a lot of them are HIV positive and have herpes, but you wouldn't know because they have a private doctor. They have someone to write it in another person's name, or it's a nigga that got it and they write the name in a bitch's name and they privately deliver the shit. He was like, don't fuck with none of these athletes. I said, I don't, I just started my TV show. I said, I'm not like that. I don't talk to nobody. I don't even think I'm on the level to do no shit like that. I'm just, now he said, he said, just in case, I'm just trying to warn you. And I'm like, you know this for a fact? He said, yeah. And I've been in a pharmacy and I seen him. He said, and I know pharmacists and I know doctors and I know them because I seen they fucking girls that's giving them HIV. And then some of them are fucking men. A lot of them. I have a friend of mine. He gives me permission to tell some of this stuff. This was a fine ass athlete for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Real cute and fine. Women fall all over this guy. He's very quiet, very shy, not loud, not flamboyant, don't bring no attention to himself. He don't like no women. He was fucking another athlete. Okay. This athlete, for some reason, like to beat this guy ass. I'm talking about like beat the brakes off of him and fuck him, humiliate him, degrade him, kick him. And this guy looked like a fucking god, like an Adonis. Perfect from head to toe, but clearly didn't think so. And somebody clearly had done this to him before he got with this guy, this is lover. Beat him upside the head, slap him, and take his money. And I said, how do you know? He said, because I know him. Like you be thinking, I'm sure y'all know it's not true, but I'm getting ready to say we know it now, but you be thinking like a lot of these people have money, they can meet these top models and all that shit. A lot of them don't want them. They'll fuck like a bitch round the way, or like somebody they see on Instagram and shit. Somebody might see on YouTube so much. Sometimes they just want a regular bitch to chill with. They might even want a junkie to chill with. Why? Because it's somebody that can sit and be themselves. Get high with you. You ain't gonna judge your shit. You fucked up your goddamn self. You just real. You done been through a lot of shit. A lot of times they'll feel comfortable sitting with them. They feel like they can trust them more than some type of groupie bitch or a bitch with a BBL or a bitch been on TV or trying to be a star and shit. That's usually why they hanging around them. So they'll go pick a bitch. See, that's why when David Justice was married to Halle Berry. He was fucking bitches. He was down here in Atlanta projects, picking bitches up, fucking them in the goddamn projects. And people like, ugh, like she's so bad. Like, how could you do that to her? Because it was something about them that it wasn't something about her. And they didn't even have to be that good looking. Or you could find a pretty ghetto bitch, a project bitch. But because they made him feel, we don't know what kind of issues he had, but they made him feel like he could be himself around the hood, bitch. Over there getting high and fucking, getting his dicks up. It happens every day. That's what I'm telling y'all, to be careful, because you're going to hear about it. The gonorrhea, it has gone up to another level where the virus has told me it's sometimes it's undetectable and it's incurable. There's a strain, you cannot fix it because they have mutated them, and some of them are cloned. They're GMO, HIV. There's different strains of that. They also have clocks in the strain. They merge at certain times. Or let's say if somebody got with someone at a certain time of the day and a certain time of the night, and so we know that whoever gave it to the person, their genetic strand is going to be merged with the person that's newly infected and got sick. All they got to do is go run a test and do a DNA test. They'll tell you that shit. I'm telling you, if you go to a doctor and if somebody has it and the person asks them who they got it from and they name their lovers and they'll tell them they don't know, they're a fucking lie, because they can get the health department to pick them up. Especially if a lot of names have been associated, that motherfucker got a lot of bodies on them, they can bring the person in. They can do the blood testing. They can test the DNA and compare it to the DNA of the virus the other person's carried. Those things have a personality and they talk. I have been around people and had friends that were HIV positive, and some of them had gotten full blown. So I've been around them in different phases of it and been around dead bodies that had it. So I learned, I hear them. I talk to viruses. So I started listening to what they say, just like I'm having a conversation with you. They talk. Whatever language they need me to understand, they'll talk in my language. I need to understand it. And all of them have a frequency, because see, there is a light and there's a battery. You can raise the light once you know the frequency of HIV and you can kill it. But these people believe they have, you know what? I ain't gonna say that, because you know how they always get me or take my shit down. So I can't say what I'm gonna say over here. But I will stick to what I just said. It can be removed because it's a frequency. Everything's a frequency. And if a person has a self-hating, you don't love yourself, so you like to get high and zone out and party and have sex with random people, you get high with random people, that person already has a hole in their aura, holes in their soul, because they're a wounded inner child within a physically adult body. They will draw it to themselves quicker because they're self-hating and they don't believe they're worthy of love and beauty and a happy home and marriage. I don't care if it's a gay marriage, a lesbian marriage, or a straight marriage. If you don't feel it, and people will put themselves, those entities that their mother and child molesters and other people put on them, they will lead them because their frequency is matching the frequency of whatever the virus is. And you'll be drawn to somebody to do that shit to you the same way your mother and everybody else did the shit to you. It's all a frequency. And this is what they're telling me. He's going to have to get medical treatment, because he knows if he do not get that medical treatment, and two, he needs treatment for withdrawal. If they're not going to give him the drug in there, if he can't get it in there, or if they're not going to give him a substitute or give him something to help him calm down, to make the withdrawal less severe, or they might not tell us. They might make an arrangement to send him to rehab, to get him detox. He's going to have a hard time, not from just nobody fucking with him, but those issues. He needs to take his pills, from what from what I'm seeing in the spirit, because, I don't know. I don't see these people in spirit. He has to take them at a certain time every day, but it looks like he also has another issue. It could be high blood pressure. It could be cholesterol. He has to watch it so he won't have problems with his prostate and his kidneys. This man is sick. I'm telling you now. He has several issues, and he's a junkie. He's a wealthy junkie, like a lot of them are. So these things, and then because have y'all noticed like the past couple of years, you always seen him in a surgery. You ever wondered about that? He had I think, was it a leg surgery, a knee surgery, a back surgery? You notice that Puffy had, and I could tell that looking at his mouth, his teeth have been replaced because he don't have them same aardvark buck teeth is in his mouth. Them beaver teeth is like they look more normal. They're straighter, like he's had them replaced, or he's had veneers. He's had shit done. They look nice, but I could tell he's had work done because he's always sick. Have y'all noticed that? He's all he had to show. See, you see what I'm saying? Getting pile drive. They done damaged that rotator cuff up in there again, bucking niggas up in the buck. And I, you know what I'm saying? Then probably had to go around his ass on his knees, fix his kneecap and shit. All that wild fucking it. See, up there getting drunk and high. You got superhuman powers. You can't feel nothing. You see what I'm saying? So you doing all kind of acrobatic shit. They got you split open like a goddamn 15-year-old cheerleader, taking 2 and 3 goddamn 10-inch dicks and shit and dildos all of wake up so and wake up hopping, knee dislocated, hip fucked up short. See, yeah, run and train. He had the Soul Train, goddamn it, Soul Train Awards, goddamn it. Okay. Always something going on. Yeah, his joints is not limb, but his joints is tender. But see, I seen him dancing in front of the airplane. He was kind of doing the snake a little bit. He can move a little bit, but he seemed a little tight around the hip and ass. Like he might have got some surgery then. He might have had a little brace and back brace and an ass brace and shit on. You know, because they like readjusting or had to repop his shit in place. Because he always, and he got them young men, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, busting him down. He a bust down, goddamn it. He bust niggas down, they bust him down. Like they said, that girl was, to say he kicked her because, jumped on because she ran out. Cassie tried to get out of the freak off because he have her in there sewing shit and swole up all in her ass because he got her just niggas running back to back for a day or two and got her high because she couldn't feel it and she could post that. You know what? A lot of people tell me they don't feel sorry for her, but I do. Like she probably couldn't get out. He know police is goddamn it. She couldn't tell no police. She couldn't find no charges. She might have wanted to go back to her family, could have threatened to kill them, follow her wherever she go. You never know. She got away, I think, because that was a trainer that he knew. Puff and them knew. That was somebody that they knew in there. So I don't know how good that marriage is. I don't know if she can trust that white man she married to. He could be one of her handlers too. She just traded a brutal, sadistic handler for a softer handler. I don't know if she's really happy in this marriage. I just, look like she's determined now to get him because they said when they had the bond hearing, she showed up with some more evidence or messages or something to remind the judge, don't let this monster out on me, man. Because he said he gonna sue her and then was threatening what the other girl, Kalina. I think is she on that show with Jocelyn that was dealing with Stevie J? She might be on another show, but he was threatening her. And we don't know who else he was threatening. And he could have people out here doing the dirt for him to we know that when Mary J. Blige, she been with him too long. I don't think Lil' Kim is with him anymore, but we know she know where the bodies is buried. She could have participated in some of the shit. She's not hanging around him because she wants to. Where she gonna go? She clearly don't want us to know what she done did. And a couple of these, because Puffy is not a nice guy. He not finna just help you. Now we know that for sure. And have you around him because you're a good worker, or you're a pretty woman, or you're talented. Now all of y'all hoes can get it, goddammit. Male and female hoes, goddammit. All y'all bust downs, bitch, in my sight. Red and yellow, black and white. Jesus loved the little children all around the world. Red and yellow, black and white. See, all of them, red and yellow, black and white. All these hoes and niggas is precious in his sight. They all can, goddamn it, get this slut out. They get slutted out and bust down, goddamn it. He don't discriminate against nobody, goddamn it. He love them all. Like Jesus love all the goddamn it little children. So maybe go over there and get my tambourine. I can have church in him. I might wake up in the morning. We have church service in the morning, goddamn it. After I have my cheese and egg and grits and my fried fish and some toast. Goddamn it. You know what? It's another thing bothering me. God damn. All this time done passed. I ain't want to be on here that long. I'm going to say one more thing and I'm going to go. This bothered me real bad. Because, when I had got sick in December and I had to go to the hospital, I had done a live from there. I said them spirits because I said it was Halloween and Christmas. And we were getting ready to see some more sacrifices done because Freddy Krueger had came in there on me, and that what popped up on the TV on Christmas time. It was a whole Halloween special, goddammit, with Night on Elm Street, starting from the very beginning. And they was talking to you. See that scene right there? Okay, this what this means. I mean, broke it down on me. And for some reason, I seen Trey Songz was sick. Trey Songz been raped by men, and his brother looked like the brother very athletic, and the brother is a closet bisexual, a homosexual. Or them two brothers could have been messing with each other. Goddamn it! I mean, the mama is twisted because she has to be, because Trey Songz, his brother, I see is twisted than a motherfucker. Trey Songz was in there dating this pretty white girl. I think it was two sisters in there, and then he was with them in the barn. And damn Leatherhead came out, goddamn it, and like started chasing them with this saw, trying to crank up that goddamn saw. I think he was going at Trey Songz. He might have hit the girl, and I don't remember. I gotta go back and see if I find an excerpt somewhere where he let the girls get killed, and they told me he hate women. He undercover mess with men, or he probably didn't have no choice to keep on singing, because they usually pick little cute niggas like that. They had that androgynous look to him, a little bitty body like that. You see, he got that clean shave ass face with a little bit of hair, around his mouth, or sometimes he don't have no mouth, have it around there. He take his rage after them niggas pound him like he a power bottom. He a bottom, goddammit. He take that rage out on women's. Women's he don't know. Go in a restaurant, or he have a little show. I'm going to say a little show now, because he don't sell out. You don't hear him on the radio no more. He don't sell out no big, auditorium, and don't have no album and shit out no more. I guess he need to get him a white sugar daddy, goddamn. I don't know what happened to these niggas. Somebody said the other day they came in and at a sex party a few years ago and seen Trey Songz was sitting on Puffy lap. See, that was his daddy. See, take that. See what I'm saying? He up there visiting, spending time with his boo daddy. So I don't know. But you see, Trey Songz done fell off real bad. And then meet women. Women have been saying this shit for years, and somebody had protected him. And he used to date Lauren London too. I don't know what happened. Then I see he a dirty ass Sagittarius. Goddamn it, he's a dark-sided, rotten motherfucking Sagittarius. Because he met this girl. She was working in a restaurant. I think she was being nice to him or trying to talk to him or something. She was around the corner. He didn't even know this lady. She working there. Went around there and whooped her ass quick. Whooped her ass by 5 goddamn minutes. The girl didn't even do nothing to him. I think he grabbed her by the head and knocked her on the floor, beat her up. She reported to the police. I'm not sure if they did anything. I think in the past couple of years, she might have sued him. It was other women that said the same thing, or that might have been dating him. That, he might start off real sweet and nice, and then just out the blue, I guess this spirit get on her, whoop her ass, goddamn it. Because I'm tired of you opening this door, being nice to the bitch and serving up. Whoop this trick, goddamn it. All of a sudden he come out or spit on them or something, just whoop they damn ass. Like whoop it quick too. So he's a professional ass whooper. He's quick at kicking a bitch in her ass. Now I ain't never heard of him beating no nigga up. Usually niggas like that like to beat up women. Now you see Jacquees. Remember, wasn't that Jacquees earlier this year that said that he was hanging out with Trey Songz and said that Trey Songz wasn't nothing but a bitch and he liked to rape women and beat up women. So I'm like, that, yeah, because I think some of the women say he did rape them and beat their ass. He came to me, goddamn it, I seen him, and I said, you know what? I said this nigga was sadistic and crazy, goddamn it, last Christmas. Around Christmas time, them spirits told me he was a dirty motherfucker and that he was gonna get exposed, him and his brother sick. Said both of them do sick shit like that, and they like to take it out on women and assault them and beat them in their head and mouth and shit, and get them to, I guess, pay them off, or some that won't get paid off. And see, there could be a reason too they had to let him go, because He was doing this shit in public. But they have suppressed a lot of this shit this dirty motherfucker have done. And I'm telling you, a lot of them males are like that because they have had to bend over for the men and get. I'm talking about they be, you know what I'm saying? They be fucking them like they be fucking a bitch, goddamn it. When you can hear that smack them, that smack of belly, goddamn. They had that good KY lube on the nigga asshole be talking like a pussy. You know what I'm talking about? See, they can't do nothing to them. So they go and take that shit out on women. That's when, you know, a lot of them ain't married or they got kids. I think Trayson had a baby that they don't last long. They can't function with no woman. Because in their mind, they is a damn woman, goddammit. Like they every goddammit woman. Chaka Khan. Let me rock it. See, let me rock it because I feel it. I feel it. They have to feel that dick up in them. See, but they don't, you know what I'm saying? They that baby oil and shit, but they don't like it. Yes, they get their asshole puffy and fluffy. Fuck them where they got to go and get them a damn pad and shit and go to the ER and keep it to themselves and put some witch hazel on there with a cotton ball and let it sit down on it. Or, you know, close their ass cheek and sleep with some witch hazel packed up on some cotton and shit in their ass and get them a hot goddamn it. You know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm tired of y'all sitting over here, you know, laughing and all this snickling and giggling with the emojis and shit. And I don't have to take this here, goddamn it. You think I like being up here repeating this bullshit? You know, I don't even. I don't know why they like to come in here with this bullshit. But you know, I'm gonna say one more thing that scared the shit out of me. It really, Cal, actor named Cal. No, I don't know who is that. I probably know if I seen why some happened to him. Was it a black actor or white actor? What happened to him? So her husband in perfect clothes. Well, we know what that mean, goddammit. Because he like to get real close up on a nigga. And we know how that go. Especially if they keep hanging around him, goddammit, and got some, come to them parties. Yeah, they I feel for you. Yeah. Yeah, they think he got them Trayson thing, he Chaka Khan. You know what I'm saying? Then they go and take that rage out that they don't see. When somebody pound you in your ass real good and make it clap like that, digging down in that and saying something. See, they talking to you and they making your pussy talk back, goddammit, or your asshole. Even if the nigga don't like, they building energy. They been a lot of energy up in you. That's why I don't let everybody touch me. That shit build up in you. And if it's a man pounding you down like that, another goddamn nigga, and you know you want this record deal, you know you want to be on Broadway and shit, and you know you want to be in this big movie and shit that don't usually the niggas don't get the role, somebody white get the role, goddammit, and they sitting there and you got to take all of that, or you got to get down and you got to take some head and put somebody's mushroom tip on your lip, then. And the man that's doing this is a straight predator. So he has a lot of rage and self-hatred because usually those executives are married. And they women don't know that they're doing shit like this. So they pumping self-hate and rage in you. You're building up a lot of energy that's confused and raging and self-hating because it's done negatively. You're not doing this because this is what you want to do. And you enjoy this. You'll learn to accept it. Just like that masseuse said about John Travolta told him when he was on Welcome Back Carter in the 70s, and he was real good looking. He said he had to go down on rich Jewish men to get that job and say he hated how sperm tastes. But over time, he began to like it and adjust to it because he got all the money, the fame, the fortune. He's an incredible actor, got the best movies. And now we know, see, it don't matter what race you are. You get up there, you want to be a star, they're going to, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I said that earlier, Puma dated them. So you put in that negative energy and they get up. A lot of these men, that's why they go beat up a woman or date a man that's a transsexual or, you know, they look like a woman or they might, or half woman, half dick, they like dick. And they hate themselves for it because it was forced on them. Beat up men too. Beat up gay men, beat up a transgender woman. I don't know why they want to take it out on a woman. Or someone that looks like a woman. They usually don't take it out on a lot of men, but they'll take it out on a man that's soft like a woman, looks like a woman, enjoy having sex with another man, or that's one that's transgender, or enjoy having sex with a woman, and then hate them for it. resent them and beat them just like Trey Songz does. And a lot of these other women do. But that lady he did like that in the restaurant, she didn't know him. So she had not had sex with him. I think she was liking him, flirting with him. He was flirting with her. And within a short amount of time, takes her around the corner, beats her in the face, throws her down. I mean, I don't know why he has not been arrested. Because I hate him just to hear. And I know all these women couldn't be lying because they don't know each other. It's a lot of these men in that industry that a lot of y'all love them and want to meet them, but you don't fucking know them. You know what they show you, and all the ones that have gotten big like that, we know what now is out in the open. We know what happens to them. They go to Diddy parties. If they don't go to Diddy parties, they go to parties like his. All the races, they got the party, just like the white women started saying about Epstein. And that's how they got major roles and got awards. And they would be bowing to him like he was God and thanking him. Shit, I thought he just did them white women like that. He tried to get Lupita Longo ass like that. She said the kids was in the house. I think she was in another room or the safe room or something. You know, little she had to fight for her little ass up in the Epstein house. Goddamn, he trying to dig down her little bit of African ass. This motherfucker, I mean, he want to taste the rainbow, goddamn it. He was, all of them couldn't get it. You know, Epstein, but what the name, I think her name, that I called it wrong. What is that white producer? They locked him up, short and fat, not Epstein, but the top Hollywood producer, they done locked him up. And he in jail right now. They let him out. I think earlier this week he had to get some kind of test. Yeah, Weinstein. He were undercover fucking him out because Lupita said she had to fight to get away from him in the house with the children. His children in the other goddamn it room. He trying to dig down and get him a taste of Africa, goddamn it. I said, oh, so it just ain't white women that he fuck. He like Peter Paul, he hit them all, goddamn it. He trying to get in, you know, she ain't that big. What you sure it's 626 folks in him? You know what? I don't know if they haven't. They probably haven't, and they like to do shit like that. So what I can do is I can just stop coming on here. I can just start withholding my information. Because even if they sent me, if everybody sent me $1 and you sent it 600 people in here, that would still be a really nice donation for me. Even if everybody right now gave $1, or even click like and share the video so other people can see it and other people can donate. I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna wrap this up. That really, really scared me. It scared me more than Trey Songz and his brother. Because I see his brother that's just as sick and sadistic as him. And secretly violent towards women. And that means they don't respect their mother. And they don't tell them what type of entitlement she taught them to have and wonder where their father is. Or was he just as sick as Trey Songz and the brother? When I looked at P. Diddy's sons, there is one of those sons that will fight P. Diddy, and at one day, if P. Diddy doesn't have to stand there long and get out, that son will challenge and kill P. Diddy for power. That child, I don't know. I know he has a lot of different children, and I just know it's those two sons. I don't know if he ever has the other two. I don't know how many children he got. I don't ever see him hanging with a whole bunch of boys. Those two must be his favorites. Don't know why. Hadn't seen the other ones, but I've seen those two. One of those, he really is very difficult for him to control those two sons. One of them, I will say, is exactly like him. And you can't really tell him nothing. And it's his father's fault because they have killed people together. Puffy done shot somebody I see in the spirit and killed them. And those two had to watch and participate because he made them do it. And then he said, now you all have to do it too. And they did. And it's the one of those two sons that you see that I see is the most vicious. And he's a murderer just like his daddy. And he's extremely violent and rape women and have men get him head. He'll rape a man too and violate them. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. And I think Puffy already knows this because he's already had problems with this boy. He wants to take his father's place right now, but he doesn't have the age, the wisdom, the life skills and experience and the connections. But a lot of these young people, you can't tell them that. They think they know everything. He reminds me of how they wrote out Ghost, where his son murders him and thinks he's going to be on the same level as him. He is cunning and a dirty little motherfucker, but he is not Ghost. Because I still wish they'll bring Ghost ass, goddamn it, back. Because he made the show, but got this smaller little kid looking one to be his son, take his place, and let him kill Ghost. But I know that was a money decision and shit, and they didn't want to pay that actor what he deserves. But people still would like that actor to come back. I don't know why Peterson won't bring him back or give him the money he deserves, because the show is not the same. Ghost made that show. That particular actor wore Ghost as if he was that man for real. Okay, this is the same vibe that I am getting about his son. One of those two that you see gives me the creeps, and it's his fault because he taught them to be that way. And their grandmother and the daddy that moves through Puffy, and I don't know if he's put under pressure. Will those sons talk? Because they might be questioned, but I guess because he has such good lawyers, they probably won't. But I see there's conflict, jealousy, competition, and confusion, a lot of arguing. And for some reason, I just feel like one of those sons is just like him, and he cannot be trusted. He cannot trust his son, and he knows it. And I think he's a little bit scared of that son. He's going to have to control him because he's out of control. And at a certain point, when he gets a little bit older, and if Puffy's still living and get out, he's going to do the same thing to him that Puffy has done to other people. He may take his father out, or the father may have to take him out before the son does it, because I don't know why. I don't know who his mother is, but it's been a feud between those two. I think it's dirty shit Puffy done did, and he had them do to, he got dirt on his own goddamn it sons. Put shit on them in case they try to call themselves gonna turn on him or sell him out. He don't even trust his own goddamn it children. I don't know if he feels that way about all of them, but those two and that one, and I think y'all know which one I'm goddamn it talking about. Listen at him talk. Now I heard him rapping. He can't rap good. I don't know why. As much money as he got and his daddy got, why Puffy didn't just produce that boy goddamn it album? Because it's not that good. He's not that good of a rapper either. And the beats was shit. I don't know why Puffy let that boy put that shit out like that. And I seen that YouTube page. The one I think it is Kang. Kang, not Christian. When I looked at that, he looked just like him. His mouth hang down long and can't close it and shit, just like his goddamn it daddy. Goddamn it, that's that one right there. I have to look at that Christian again. I'm not saying he's not like that. Kang, goddamn it. Thank you. Let's break it down. Instead of King, Kang, and Cain, like Cain and Abel. Goddamn it. Them two children, that's Cain and Abel right there. One of them will not just slay their brother, they will slay their father for power. And I don't know why. Y'all ain't never felt that? Look at him. Oh, that's his name too? So is King Christian? Oh, so y'all picking up what the fuck I picked up. Yes, if that's his whole name. Thank you. That one right there, he already got the devil. He's full of the devil. He rapes men and women, and as punishment, he have them go down like his daddy, like the daddy, make him pull on his mushroom tip and beat them, and then smother them. And he's very strong. Put him in a wrestling hole or kill him. And you know who cheers it on? His daddy. They got bodies hid. And other people around him know that boy's sick and on that shit. And they have dead bodies. Somebody might tell, if they haven't already told, they're gonna wait a minute, that's Kim's son? Yep, she didn't groom him. She didn't do stuff like that. She didn't groom him to be. His daddy had took control. He don't respect women and like women. Let me have him. You don't know what the fuck you doing, bitch. You know I tell you what to do. And they said she admitted in the diary Kim participated in the freak offs. She fucking men and women and watching him fucking men and women's. Goddamn it! I mean, that's what do you expect? You know, she kind of put herself in this position here. Sold her soul for fame and fortune and money. He had roots on her. You know, they fighting and shit. She fighting him back, but at the same time, she don't want to leave because she don't know. He probably let her know she was gonna take her son. Or if he do, bitch, I ain't gonna give you nothing. I mean, he wanted them to teach. They already they baby monsters. They are all. You said DIDDY put a body on Christian. Baby, I'm telling you, Christian put a body on Christian. Goddamn it, and the daddy cheered it on. So fuck, I'm telling you, it was either out of one of them bowls, so they dumped the motherfucker in the water, or put it where the sharks or alligators can eat it, or did it to him in one of that man's houses too. Supposed to be a friend, invited them over there just to do that. This shit, you know, look, I don't want to say this here. Like I said, I am seeing this in the spirit. I ain't never been around him, and for what I saw, I don't want to be around. He killed the boy in one of them houses. His daddy let it go on. The daddy cheered it on. To him, that's a man. You a man after my own heart. Because I know if I need some help, I know that you will do it, Christian. Huh? Ain't that a hell of a name to give the damn devil? Huh? This is what I seen him do. He talked the boy with his friend. They were laughing and playing, and all of a sudden this nigga turned like his daddy. Look just like, you really look at Puffy. You really look at him, he don't look like he wrapped too goddamn it tight. And then, you know, he always on that cloud and shit, you know, on that kid. You don't know what the fuck this nigga be on. The way his eyes be caught, or they be looking straight ahead and they just look black and blank. Sometimes look at his head, he was kind of is shaped like a lizard, goddamn it, by the head or by the eyes, and a damn Rottweiler, but by the eyes and up, like by the eyes up and around the ways his head, like it done got long face, long head, wide, like a goddamn it alien head. Eyes, they just stare off into nowhere. Just buck. Look at him, just looking. Now I understand, just looking, goddamn it, look like a just I don't know, like a reptile. Like you, this is not a human. This man is not in humanity. He does not have compassion for humanity. He plays on humanity. And that boy, he got that same look in his eyes and them same goddamn it teeth. He ain't got his fixed yet. I got him no goddamn it cap or veneers on him. That same damn mouth hang down low, the bottom lip hang down, kind of cock on one side. A nigga like that'll kill you, goddamn it. See, I don't trust. Not only do I do not trust no nigga with no gap in their teeth, or no bitch with a gap in their goddamn teeth, or several gaps, goddamn it, swinging around in their mouth, but definitely not in their front teeth. There's no gap in them. I don't trust a motherfucker teeth with a buck and too big for their damn top mouth, and they bottom lip have to hang down low, and open on one side, they have to catch that spit in their mouth because they can't control their damn mouth or control their teeth. And see, I already know the fuck ain't no good when they mouth hang down long like that and they skinny. See that, you know, he got that same look like his daddy. And he's a dirty motherfucker. You hear me? Now, in the spirit, okay? I'm seeing it in the spirit. Wait a minute. Somebody said their ex-girlfriend had a buck mouth like that. What's